Before we start the show, lords and ladies, hi.
Hello.
A couple of bits of housekeeping. Number one, I will have merchandise after the show that you can buy.
That's how this works.
Firstly, among them are what I call Fluffy Kitten Love Grenades. These are from my show Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens. You can throw them at your friends. They don't die, just get irritated. See? She's just like, why'd you do that? Because you were there.
It's fun.
Many colors available. Grey, creepy white, pumpkin spice latte. I mean, all of that's available. Number two, I have a comic book as well called Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. Just let that title wash over you. And this is also the title of my second show of the day at 12:30. It was I wrote it. It's written by me, and the illustrations are by an amazing artist named Todd Brugman. Todd just passed away 2 weeks ago, quite suddenly. So I'm selling these as a fundraiser. So ordinarily they are $10. This weekend I'm selling them for $20 as to contribute to the GoFundMe to pay off his final expenses and everything. So if you want one of these are 20. All the proceeds go to benefit his wife Annie and the funerary costs. So thank you for that. And finally, where's my nerds? Where are my nerds at? All right. Those of you in the back, you're like, I'm not a nerd. Yeah, you're at a Renaissance fair. Come on, let's be honest. All right. Next year, June 21 to 28, 2020, I, Will Shakespeare, along with Roger Awesome of the Lords of Adventure, are taking you to the United Kingdom. We're going to Scotland and the north of England. We're going to be touring castles by day and playing Dungeons and Dragons in those castles at night.
Oh my god.
Because we're not nerdy enough. So if you'd like information, come up and grab one of these cards after the show. You specifically, you need to go. You're just like, no, that completes my life. All right, well done. So let's do that. But in the meantime, let's get this party started. Lords and ladies, I'm Will Shakespeare, which means you should cheer now. That was good, my friends. We can be more obnoxious when I say you should cheer now. You need to go insane. Hoot, holler, clap, cheer, stomp your feet, whistle, throw small loved ones into the air. Basically, I'm saying, yeet the kid. Now, friends, I'm Will Shakespeare, and you should cheer now. Oh, flying, sparkling dragon thing. All right, cute. I super believe in you. Now, friends, this story is audience interactive. I'm sorry, I keep adjusting with this. I'm my first day with a microphone. So, this story is audience interactive, which means it requires all of your help. So, when I say that everybody says ooh, I need to hear all of you say ooh. Everybody says ah. People cry out, dear God, what is that thing?
Dear God, what is that thing?
We have dramatic music.
Bum, bum, bum.
And not very dramatic music. We have random sound effects of randomness. And we start with a song. So take your hands. Hit your lap 2 times. Clap your hands 1 time. Do that again. Again. Repeat. 'Cause I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here's my spout. Let me get all steamed up and hear me shout. Dip me over and pour me out, singing I'm a little teapot. Let me hear all of you sing it.
I'm a little teapot.
That was good. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to sing a lamb at school. Ba, 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 black sheep, sing it!
Ba, 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 black sheep.
That was my Run DMC moment. Next verse! Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Stars are flaming balls of gas. Sing it!
Stars are flaming balls of gas.
Now some of you might be thinking, Shakespeare, stars are actually flaming balls of plasma. However, according to Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, Spock points out that plasma is just a type of unvented gas. So suck it, science! Sorry, Working through some things right now. Next verse! Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men gonna put Humpty together again. Always designate your driver. Sing it!
Always designate your driver.
Now friends, keep that beat going. Now you are the few, the proud, the nerds. Now some of you are thinking, Shakespeare, why are you calling me a nerd? People, you're at a Renaissance fair. It gets literally no nerdier than this. You are the ones who go to Renaissance fairs wearing amazing costumes or really nerdy t-shirts, and you know who you are. You are the ones who wear red shirts and understand that you will die in this show. You are the ones who use the nerdy language, words like bazinga and hodor and wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. You're the ones who understand that I mean it. I really mean it when I say that I love you 3,000. So you are my people, and I will lead you to freedom. Now reach into the bottom of your heart, the carcass of your heart, the sub-carcass, your left big toe, your neighbor's pocket, and sing the final verse with me. But for enough of you good people right here, right now, I wouldn't be doing this. No. I'd be at home. Still doing this. Also, weirdly enough, still wearing velvet. So thank you for being here and giving me the greatest job in all the world. At the end of the show, if you love me, if you really, really love me, please throw $5 into my hat. And if you hate me, do it anyway, because I need the gas money. But sing with me now. Every pair of hands! Every pair of voices! And for the love of God, white people, get on the beat! 5, 6, 7, 8! A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
Let me hear you!
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Now I know my ABCs. Sing it loud!
Now I know my ABCs.
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Give yourselves applause. Well done, you. So, let's start the story the way all good stories begin, at the beginning. A very good place to start. There were two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. Now from forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure piteous authors do, with their death, bury the parents' strife. The fearful passage of the death-marked love, and the continuance of the parents' rage, which for the children's end, naught can remove, is now the 20 minutes traffic of this stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. I just told you the plot of the entire show! Now, let's spend the next 19 minutes summing up. We have two households, two families, the Capulets and the Montagues. Everyone over here, you are the Capulets, cheer for the Capulets! Everyone over here, you are the Montagues, cheer for the Montagues! And you people just want to see blood. That was dark and vicious, okay. Now, one day on a crowded street corner, we meet one member of each family, one Capulet and one Montague. We meet this lady here. Hello, this lady. How are you? And we meet this kid with the face. Now, they meet each other on the crowded street corner, and they glare and they growl. Or giggle and look confused, that's fine too. Now, and then this lady takes her thumb thusly, the thumb of hatred, and she bites it at him with a nyeh. And you gasp. No. And so do you. And you ask her, do you bite your thumb at me? Ask her, do you bite your thumb? And she says, no, sir.
No, sir.
But she does it again with a nyeh. And you gasp. And so do you. And he says, do you bite your thumb at me? She says, no.
No.
But she does it again 3 more times. And you gasp 3 times. And so do you. Please, no heart attacks. All right. Now, to bite your thumb thusly at somebody, nyeh, is a very rude gesture. Kids, you probably shouldn't do it. It is the same as saying, read between the lines. And everyone says, ooh. You point your finger accusingly, and you say, you lie. You point back and say, your mom lies.
Your mom lies.
You say, your mom's face lies. She says, don't talk about my mom.
Don't talk about my mom.
And they get into a Shakespearean slappy fight. Who should stop this madness? Who but the Prince of Verona, This man conveniently located here. He stands and says, "Halt!
Halt!
Vile Capulets!
Vile Capulet!
Wretched Montagues!"
Wretches Montagues!
Not Richard, that's my cousin. Yeah. He says, "On pain of death,
On pain of death,
all men depart."
all men depart.
And they look at each other and they glare and they growl. And they all three go back to their seats to thunderous applause. Now, from the household of the Montagues, we meet a young man who is forever in and out of love, and his name is Romeo. Hello, how are you? All right, now, Romeo, show us what being in love looks like. Oh, well done. Show us out of love. Sad. Now, today Romeo is out of love. Sad. Because the fair and lovely Rosaline, this young lady right here, she takes his heart, beating bodily from his chest. Kalima! She throws it to the ground, stomps on it, grinds it in with a heel. That's your toe. Yeah, there you go. She does a little dance on it. She spits on it, but not really, it's acting. And she runs away, laughing into the night. So, Romeo is sad. Aww. Now, his best friend and boon companion, Benvolio, he of good humor. I will call you Benji, this young lady right here. She comes up to him, and she says, "What sadness
What sadness
lengthens Romeo's hours?"
lengthens Romeo's hours?
Romeo responds, saying, "Not having that, what makes them short?"
Not having that, what makes them short?
Benji makes fun of her friend, saying, "Love."
Love.
Romeo says, "Out."
Out of it.
And she says, "Out of love."
Out of love.
I love her so much. Romeo says, "Of having that, what puts me in love?"
Of having that, what puts me in
And
love.
she says, "Come with me, my cuz.
Come with me, my cuz.
Let us go to a party."
Let us go to a party.
And she runs away, laughing into the night. That was like some evil children of the corn laughing. Romeo says, "I'll go along.
I'll go along.
Mayhaps and by chance,
Mayhaps in my chance.
I might meet
I might meet
a hottie."
a hottie.
No, hottie.
A hottie.
Yeah, other one's a pirate, so that's different. And so he runs away, laughing into the night. Well done. Now let us go to the other side of town, where we meet the fair and lovely Juliet. Now, Juliet is preparing herself for that self-same party. She's doing her hair and putting on her makeup. And she says, "I'm so glad there's a party."
I'm so glad there's a party.
And everyone says, "Ooh!" Easy, people, she is not yet 14. You're a bunch of perverts. All right. Now, at this moment, who should enter the scene but her father, Papa Capulet, known to all of his friends as Papa Cap. This guy with the Tom Selleck mustache. He starts, and he says, "Daughter,
Daughter,
tonight you'll meet your future husband."
tonight you may meet your future husband.
And Juliet is all a Twitter. Yes, we have that word. And she says, "Ooh, well, I like him, Daddy."
Will I like him, Daddy?
Daddy doesn't care, and he lets her know.
I don't care.
She says, "Well, is he handsome?"
Well, is he handsome?
And Daddy says, "No."
No.
She says, "Is he funny?"
Is he funny?
And Daddy says, "No."
No.
She says, "Why shall I marry him?"
Why should I marry
And
him?
Daddy says the same thing that daddies everywhere always say.
Because you should.
No, because I said so.
Oh, because I said so.
And he runs away laughing into the night. Well done. Juliet stomps her foot petulantly, has a hissy fit. She says, "Oh well,
Oh well,
at least there's a party.
at least there's a party.
Mayhaps and by chance,
Mayhaps and by chance.
I might meet
I might meet
a hottie."
a hottie.
And so we go to the party and all of you are there and we have music. And we are moving and grooving and dancing to the moving. And just when they came in, somebody started singing it. Played out funky music, Shakespeare. The music stops. Romeo and Juliet's eyes look across the crowded room. He stands up so the rest of you can actually see this happen. His heart goes pitter-patter, 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 pitter-patter. She fletches her eyelashes coquettishly. He waves. She waves back. He says, "Hello. I'm Romeo." She says, "Well met.
Well met.
I'm Juliet."
I'm Juliet.
He comes into the scene and says, "I think I like you."
I think I like
She says, "I think I like you
I
too."
think I like you too.
And they start to furiously blow kisses at each other. Who should interrupt the scene of beautiful bliss? Keep blowing kisses. Who should interrupt the scene of beautiful bliss? Who but Juliet's nurse, who, with her high feminine voice and her heaving feminine bosoms, bursts into the scene, screaming, She gets in between the lovers and says to Juliet, "Madam,
Madam!
but much higher. Well done. Your mother craves a word with you."
Mother craves a word with you!
Juliet stomps her foot petulantly, has a hissy fit, and runs away laughing into the night. Romeo asks, who is her mother?
Who is her mother?
And the nurse says, Mary, bachelor.
Mary, bachelor.
Her mother is the lady of the house.
Her mother is the lady of the house.
And with a high feminine voice on her heaving feminine bosoms, the nurse runs away laughing into the night. Is it just me or is the nurse really sexy? Romeo says, is she a Capulet?
Is she a Capulet?
Then my life is my fool's debt.
Then my life is my fool's
He
debt.
comes to center stage, falls to his knees, beats his chest, raises his arms to heaven and cries, no! And that was acting. Who said stand? All right, stand. Now, we go to the balcony scene, the most romantic scene in all of English literature, if I say so myself, and it's my word against yours, ain't it? Hey, have you ever been a balcony? Come here. You're a professional. All right, let's do it. All right, stand right here, hands on your hips, look impressive. Juliet, come and lean upon the balcony, one hand upon your cheek. All right. Lean. Yeah, get on that kid. There you go. Now, Romeo, get over here. Get down on one knee. Nope, the love knee. All right, there you go. Gesture up to your love. Other hand, upstage hand. I want you to say these words. Butt soft.
Butt soft.
I made him say butt soft.
I knew it.
No, I'm joking with you. Butt soft.
Soft.
He said it twice. Butt soft means, whoa, look there, what's that? So you say it. Butt soft.
Butt soft.
It's still funny. What light
What light
through yonder window breaks?
through yonder window breaks?
It is the east,
It is the east.
and Juliet is the sun.
And Juliet is the sun.
Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon who is already sick and pale with grief, for thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid as she is envious, her vestal livery is but sick and green, and numbered fools to wear it. It is my lady, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. Romeo, say all of that, please. Now, Juliet, your fanning will serve and say, ah me.
Ah, me.
Romeo, Romeo,
Romeo, Romeo.
wherefore art thou Romeo?
Wherefore art thou Romeo?
Now, she's not asking where is Romeo, he's in the garden being creepy. Romeo is a peeping Tom. No, she's asking why is he Romeo? Wherefore means why. And kids, if your English teacher ever tells you otherwise, they are stupid. She says, deny thy father,
Deny thy father.
refuse thy name,
Refuse thy name.
or if thou wilt not,
Or if thou wilt not,
be sworn my love,
be sworn my love.
and I will no longer be a Capulet.
And I will no longer be a captive.
He explodes to his feet and shouts, I take you at your word.
I take you at your word.
And she says, aren't you Romeo?
Aren't you Romeo?
And a Montague.
And a Montague.
He says, neither.
Neither.
If either you dislike.
If either you dislike.
She says, Romeo,
Romeo.
if you love me,
If you love me,
pronounce it faithfully.
pronounce it faithfully.
He does not know what to say, so he just says, She says, Romeo,
Romeo,
I want to know right now.
I want to know right now.
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Will you love me forever?
Will you love me forever?
Will you need me?
Will you leave
And
me?
never leave me.
Never leave
He
me.
falls to his knees and beats his chest and raises his arms to heaven and cries, let me sleep on it.
Let me sleep on it.
I shall give thee an answer in the morn.
I shall give you an answer in the morn.
She stomps over petulantly, has a hissy fit and says, I want to know right
I
now.
want to know right now.
He says, all right, I love you.
All right, I love you.
And they blow kisses at each other and you cheer! And so they agree to get married tomorrow morning at Friar Lawrence's, because that's how we do in the 13th century. And Juliet goes that way and Romeo goes that way and the balcony takes a bow. Now, let's go to Friar Lawrence. Now, Friar Lawrence is a good man. Friar Lawrence is a holy man. Friar Lawrence is a woe man. See what I did there?
Yeah.
All right, come here. Now, Friar Lawrence enjoys blessing things of the ancient traditions. Up and down and left and right, in nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, which means, my father beat your father at dominoes. No. Juliet and Romeo come and kneel before the holy friar's feet. Romeo, shows about you. And they kneel, and Friar Lawrence blesses together. Friar Lawrence blesses them up and down and left and right, and says, Juliet, do you?
Juliet, do you?
Romeo, do you?
Romeo, do you?
They both say, you betcha.
You betcha.
She says, good, you're married.
God, you're married.
They blow kisses. You cheer. And now, whoa, careful. And now, this newly married, happy couple runs away in separate directions because it's a school night. Now, Ryan Lawrence, will these crazy kids make it?
I don't know.
Did you read the play?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Oh, spoilers. All right. Grenades of Ryan Lawrence. Now, we go across town to a crowded street corner of Verona where once again we have Benji. Benji, all right, and her best friend and boon companion, Mercutio, a young bon vivant of Verona. That guy in the red shirt right there. And they are standing here on the street corner, making manly noises. Is that really what we sound like to you? All right, cool. Now, and so at this moment, Romeo runs up to them saying, "Guys, I have news."
Guys, I have news.
They say, "What is it?
What is it?
Tell us." He says, "I met a girl."
Not a girl.
And they're all like, "Ooh." When who should arrive but Romeo's arch nemesis, Juliet's cousin, Tybalt, an evil man, an ugly man, a man who smells like goat cheese. This guy in the red shirt. He stands and points at Romeo with a hand of hatred. And he says, "Romeo,
Romeo,
the love I bear thee
the love I bear thee
can afford no better term than this."
can afford no better term than this.
And you spit on the ground, we're not really attacking. "You are a villain.
You're a villain.
Turn and draw."
Turn and draw.
Romeo says, "Tybalt, I protest.
Tybalt, I protest.
I never injured thee.
I never injured
I love thee better
I love thee better
than thou canst devise."
than thou can devise.
Subtextually, that means, dude, I just married your cousin. We are now family. Please don't kill me. No, not you. No, wait, what? Yes, you are. Wait, no. So Tybalt doesn't know this, though. Benji doesn't know this. Most importantly, Mercutio, hot-headed mercurial Mercutio, does not know this. He looks at Romeo with disdain, backhands him with the hand of disgust. Kapow! I like that you stepped in for that. And it happened over Benji. And Mercutio says, "Oh, calm!
Oh, come!
Dishonorable!
Dishonorable!
Vile submission!"
Vile submission.
Points at Tybalt with the hand of hatred. And he says, "Tybalt, you rat catcher,
Tybalt, you rat catcher.
will you walk?"
Will you walk?
And Tybalt says, "I am for you."
I am for you.
Which means, will you fight, little boy? Bring it. And so they pull out their swords. I didn't give them swords. We require a deus ex machina. Everyone say that with me.
Deus ex machina.
Deus ex machina means plot device. And I call this plot device the flying implement of doom. Say that with me.
The flying implement of doom.
Who is always a small child. Hey! How's it going? Have you ever been a flying implement of doom before? No, I bet your mum and dad would disagree, huh? I want you to stand right here, all right? Put your hands like this, put them over your head, bend over at the waist, and stab people in the belly. All right, like stabby, stubby, pokey. Like pokey, pokey, pokey. All right, yeah, there we go. So, Mercutio and Tybalt pull out their swords, which are represented by, say it with me, the flying implement of doom. And it's clicky, 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 clicky. Clicky, 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 clicky. Tybalt gets an unlucky shot of Mercutio, stabbing him in the belly using the
Flying implement of doom.
Get in there, stab him, get in, all the way, stab him for real. Ah! He falls to his knees, beats his chest, raises his arms to heaven, and cries, "A plague!
A plague!
A plague on both your houses!"
Plague on both of your houses!
And then he dies. To death. More dead. All the way dead. Stick your tongue out so we know it's real. All right. Romeo, you see your dead friend. Stay. You pick up the sword, which is the
Flying implement.
Oh my God! Put you down. And stab Tybalt in the belly. Stab him. No, that guy. Stop. Tybalt, you get no dying lines. Instead, you're going to come over here and bleed on these nice people. And then you're going to bleed on this lady in 3D. And then you go die. To death. All the way dead. More dead. Stick your tongue out so we know it's real. Romeo, you see your dead friend and your dead enemy. You fall to your knees and beat your chest and raise your arms to heaven and cry, "I am Fortune's fool."
I am Fortune's fool.
And you run away to Mantua. Right there. Go. Run away. Now, Benji, you've seen a double murder. You're going to need a lot of therapy. Run away. Dead people, stand up and take some bows. And flying implement of doom ready? That's how we get sociopaths, all right. All right, stay right there. Now, Juliet, meanwhile, is beside herself with grief. Hey, grief, how are you? That's a bad joke, don't encourage me. She cries, Friar Lawrence!
Friar Lawrence!
Help me!
Help me!
Be not so long to speak,
Be not so long to speak,
for I long to die.
for I long to die.
And Friar Lawrence took that as her cue to get on stage. And she says, peace, child.
Peace, child.
I know your grief already.
I know your grief already.
Take now this vial.
Take now this vow.
And this distilled liquor, drink now off. Now no warmth, no breath, shall testify thou livest. Thou shalt sleep for 42 hours, and then awake as if from a pleasant sleep. Romeo, meanwhile, by my letters, will know our drift, and we will call him back with 1,000 times more joy. Then he went forth. Sorry, that was fast. Then he went forth in lamentation. In practice, let us put it presently, Juliet drinks the potion, falls into an enchanted slumber. Friar Lawrence writes a letter and says, Dear Romeo, Juliet is not dead.
Juliet is not dead.
Hurry home.
Hurry home.
Love, Friar Lawrence.
Love, Friar Lawrence.
P.S.
P.S.
Please bring nachos.
Please bring that.
She mails the letter, runs away laughing into the night. But the letter gets intercepted by the...
Flying implement of
Who
doom.
reads the letter? Giggles. Giggle? No, giggle. He wiggles, all right. He eats the letter. It's all his fault. And everyone says, ooh. So everyone yells, hey, Romeo!
Hey, Romeo!
Juliet's dead!
Juliet's
He
dead!
stands, falls to his knees, beats his chest, raises his arms to heaven and cries, no! He buys poison off stage and gets to Juliet's tomb, but who should be here? The man she was supposed to marry. Not very handsome, not very funny, but he did show up for the funeral. Paris, this guy right here, with his hat and beard from Brooklyn. And he says, halt, vile Montague!
Halt, vile Montague.
Come with me,
Come with me,
for you must die.
for you must die.
And Romeo says, indeed,
Indeed.
therefore am I here.
Therefore am I here.
And he stabs Paris using the...
Flying implement of doom.
Go, get in there, stab him! Stab him! Go, go, go! Stab him! What is all of this? It's like death by 1,000 cuts or something. Just die! Romeo sees Juliet. He drinks the potion he brought off stage. He says, here's to my love.
Here's my love.
Blows her a kiss and says, thus with a kiss I die. He sinks to his knees, slowly, dying too slowly for the likings of the...
Flying implement of
He
doom.
stabs him in the head for no good reason! Stab him! Get in there! Get in! Stab! Get the Red Sox fan! They're not a real team! No. I'm from Pittsburgh, I can say that. We don't have a real team. They're the Pirates. Juliet awakes, stretches and yawns, and says, where's my love?
Where is my love?
Where's my Romeo?
Where is my Romeo?
Everyone points to the newest dead guy. She screams.
Ah!
She screams better.
Ah!
She screams like she loved him. None of these are good. She pulls out her dagger and says, oh, happy dagger.
Oh, happy dagger.
Here is thy sheath.
Here is thy sheath.
There rust.
There rust.
And let me die.
And let me die.
And stabs herself using the...
Flying implement of
Get in
doom.
there, stab her! Don't step on him, that's rude! Yeah. So, a gleaming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show its head. Let us go and have more talk of these sad things. For some shall be pardoned, and some punished. Hey, hey. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo and the...
Flying implement of doom.
Stand and take your bow! Stand up! Stand up! Take your bow! Take your bow! Well done! Cheer for them! Now, lords and ladies, my name is Will Shakespeare. If you enjoyed that show, let me hear it! Friends, up next on this stage we have the amazing band, The Lost Boys! And come back, I have 3 more shows this day. At 12:30, Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. At 3 o'clock, Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens. And at 4:30, A Midsummer Night's Dream, A Gay Old Time. Now, if you felt the show was worth anything, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, I will send Romeo home with you. Throw it into my hat. And if you're going to be coming all 3 days, get the Shakespeare punch card. We are doing, over the 12 time slots I have, 10 separate shows. Macbeth will happen every day. Collect them all and win a prize of dubious value. And remember, if you want to get any merchandise, we have Fluffy Kitten Love Grenades available in chocolate, grey, and pumpkin spice latte. Random other colors available as well. Those are $10, and for $20, benefiting the wife of my now deceased writing partner Todd Brugman's Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. This is a comic book I wrote with him. I did the writing, he did all the beautiful illustrations. These are $20. All proceeds go to benefit the GoFundMe, taking care of his final hospital costs and funerary costs. So thank you very much. Before you go, just know this one thing. Be kind. The world sometimes is a terrible and cruel place, and we seem to be taking more and more pleasure in anonymous jerkiness. I was going to say another word, but there are small ears. No. So, don't do that. Do the other thing. Sometimes it's a little harder to be kind, but it's so worth it, because you make more friends and you build a community. So thank you for building this community with me here today. I love you, you love me, I love you 3000, and you, make cheer!